This one's for the steppers, yeah. Come on and groove with me. Yeah.
Good afternoon. I'm here live today in Doghouse Studios, Wing 7, with newly signed artist Lovell Brooks. And we're here today to introduce to some of you who may already know, but many who don't, his new album, Real R&B Returns.
That's right.
So I'd like to say, what's happening with you, bro? How's everything going?
Life is wonderful. It always has been, but right now it's a little bit more wonderful than it has been.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I know how that is, man. But pretty much, man, we just brought you in, man. We just in here chilling and vibing, man, off the album. As you can see playing in the back screen with the lovely Miss Cream.
Oh,
also,
yeah.
shout out to her, man. She did a wonderful job on that video.
No doubt.
You know, but you know, what does real R&B mean? You know, because we understand Real R&B Returns is the title.
That's the movement.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
What it means getting back to organic and melodic sound.
Absolutely.
No gimmickry involved. You know, none of the auto tunes, none of the things that you can't do live will be portrayed in the studio. Whatever, you know, how we can do in the studio, we're going to do our best to deliver it live and at an optimal level.
Right.
So that's really what R&B, you know, kind of taking what the greats of yesteryear, like Donny Hathaway, Stevie Wonder, the likes of Curtis Mayfield, all of those people, where we're going to put a modernized twist to it. Something like what D'Angelo did when he first came on the scene. We're going to do it in our own way.
Yeah, because I'm going to just tell you right now, brother, Real R&B Returns, that's a hell of a mantle to actually say, you know, because some people may take offense to that.
Right.
I mean, you just like pretty much shitted on everybody who's doing something, you know. It's just like, okay, real R&B is now here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, was that your intention, or what was that whole? Why? I mean, why?
It wasn't any intention to ruffle any feathers directly.
Right.
But you know, I'm just one who appreciates organic sound. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, I'm talking about natural talent, and if you can do it, do it.
Well, can I ask you a quick question? I'm going to turn the reporter side of me off and just make a couple comments. It probably intentionally wasn't for you to ruffle feathers, but, I mean, let's just be honest here. This trap music situation, and, quite a few other things, these people that are out here, I don't even want to call them producers. I'm going to call them programmers.
Or beat makers.
I'm calling them programmers.
Not even beat makers.
No, because they'll go get a loop and just copy and paste the loop, and they got a song.
Right.
So, I mean, from the producer side of it, I can understand why somebody would say Real R&B Returns. However, for your side of it, you just said it was for the melodic purposes and things of that nature.
Organic
melodics.
Yes.
Okay.
This is almost like, you know, you get into a field and you don't necessarily have the experience in any field of discipline, but you may use an apparatus or some sort of outside force to assist you more than normal to kind of succeed in that field of interest. And without that said apparatus, you're nothing. So my thing is, the bastardization of music has to stop. I'm not, you know, trying to come off as arrogant or the best ever, because there are plenty of people who can do wonderful things musically who people haven't heard of.
Absolutely.
But I think we're being bombarded with a lot of silliness.
Well, which brings me to my next question. I was listening to the album, and track 4, Foolish Music.
It's track 6.
Oh, track 6, excuse me.
Sorry.
Foolish Music.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of addresses quite a few interesting things.
I
think I hear Future in the beginning. Yeah. Is that
I think it's one of those guys.
And then, what's the other guy? Young Thug. That's him trying to do a little bit of...
freestyling or something?
Yeah,
or
so...
if that's what you want to call it. It's like...
as you can see, I'm digging as a reporter, man. I'm trying to get you to open up a little bit more onto that whole scene and how that has. Look, brother, I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to you. That shit is noise pollution. You know, and I'm sorry. Lovell didn't say it. Mike said it. It's noise pollution, and unfortunately, the demise of music is really going south due to, I won't put that all on them, but it's just a lot of different aspects as to what's going on. But you know, I paid particular attention to that track. I really like the vocals, and actually, who's the artist on there?
Hey, well, it's me. You know, doing the melody, singing, and that's actually myself rapping on the first verse, and the second verse was spectacularly done. No nepotism involved. It was my beloved son, Low. You know?
Low,
yeah, Low. Yeah, he actually got a mixtape out called Black Dreams too. Shameless plug, if you will. But
it's
yeah,
hot too.
Yeah.
It's very hot. but Low, he's a beast, man. I've been getting bombarded with tons of emails and shout out to Tony Butler too. That he really loves. He really loves that. Matter of fact, he says he's a mixture. I think it was Andre 3000 with a little bit of I
think he said Big Pun. I never heard that.
Yeah, me neither. That was a first for me too.
Highly complimentary.
Absolutely. Man.
I've heard Andre 3000 a lot for him.
Yeah. So I just want to give a shout out to Low, man. You did your thing on that, man.
No doubt.
But we have a lot of other artists on there featured on there. We have Ron Ward from, actually, I think his album was It's Just Music, entitled It's Just Music.
If you're awesome project.
Jazz.
If you're a really jazz enthusiast, you'll fall in love. My favorite song on the album is Jazzy Nights. I think that's track 4.
Oh, you talking about the one that sound like something that belong in Mo Better Blues?
I mean, perfect.
Yes.
Whomever, I don't know who it is.
Absolutely.
Whomever is playing trumpet on there, I'm ready for the lessons to hone my trumpet skills as well, because, man, awesome job.
That's a bad brother. Look,
you know his name?
He's a producer. No, I'm actually talking about Ron.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Not only does he play the keyboard, he produced probably 95% of that album, mixed and mastered it. And I do believe he also is a choir director. So he arranges
Minister of Music.
Yes, Minister of Music, excuse me. But yeah, he's a beast, man.
And he produced track 12 on the R&B, or the real R&B Returns.
The second
album.
Single, I believe,
That's right.
is Groove With You, right?
Groove With You.
Groove With You.
Yeah.
You think I had nothing to do with this project? The way I'm just totally forgetting
the rest of the tracks, man. You're getting track numbers and the titles. It's all good.
If anybody knows me out there, they already know, man. I tear up some dates, man, and data, man. If I'm not looking, but you know, no pun intended.
And this guy was heaven sent. I don't know where he came from. He asked about me.
He was heaven sent. For those of you who know me, know how long I've been doing it, which this thing ain't even about me. 20 plus years, I might add.
Oh yeah.
That was the formula, the missing key, man, and it's the date of the show. Like, if you 1 second, if we could just ask the cameras to switch over to the data trends real fast. If you could just look at this. Man, this happened in 6 days. You see this? 6 days.
Humbling.
6 days.
Very humbling. I appreciate all
Went from 0 to, how that song goes, 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
They need to change the song to 0 to 50,000 real quick. All to do thanks to Europe and all, you know, all of the connections that you guys have made, man, with that.
Specifically, what, the UK?
Yeah. Well, since we're talking about that, I want to ask you a few questions about UK. I understand that this album is being played a lot over in Europe, and there are quite a few DJs that are playing it. And what is it, the Netherlands? I forgot who that crazy, wonderful guy is.
Real good guy. You know, his name escapes me. I actually did an interview with him maybe a month or so ago, and real engaging guy. The Winkle Wagon Show. That's the name of it. You know, he speak Dutch, so it was kind of a challenging interview because he had to translate and then talk in English. And
I was wondering how y'all did that.
Yeah.
You know, I was wondering how y'all did that.
You know, editing prowess made it appear much smoother than what it really was. But it wasn't a bad experience. It was just somewhat challenging because he had to speak in Dutch and then he had to speak in English.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Peter something.
Ah, okay.
His name was Peter. I'm sorry, Peter.
Yeah. Well, one thing I did want to ask you, how do you feel about the fact that Europe is very engaging to the album, and United States is a little slow to pick up on it? How does that make you feel?
To have been a trend, even with established artists, just a little bit more open-armed, if you will, and immediately attracted to the music. Because, I mean, we in rotation, particularly on Starpoint Radio. They got us on, at least 2 shows right now, and I didn't even know about that latter part of April before the album actually dropped on May 9th. They were playing Helter Skelter. So it's really encouraging. I just think maybe I really don't know why in America it's slower than what it is in Europe, but we have been getting some support over here, but not as abundant as it is in Europe. I really don't know why though.
Pardon me if I seem to be rude, but this question is really bugging me. Does it bother you any that you're getting like this tremendous, I looked at the data before I even asked the question, flip back over it so all of you can see. You see this data, does this data, like, does it bother you that, friends and family, because I'm sure you got hundreds of them, like, do they partake in catapulting your success as well as I see what's going on with Europe? Because the saying, they always say that, you have to start from within and then you branch out. But
it's like your warm list, all your friends and family.
Yeah. So how's your feeling on that? Do you think your support is been one of
those closest to me? I know for a fact have supported. You know what I mean? Other people who have said they would support. I'm not really sure. To be honest, but. Ultimately, it's satisfying whomever likes it. You can be here or in Japan.
Absolutely.
And I'm just, like I say, y'all saved my career because
cut it.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I mean, last year around this time, there were many events when I was doing the band thing.
And what band is that? So that the people
the Black Earth Collective. Shout out to those guys.
Right. Shout out to Black Earth.
Yeah. It was some things that weren't always savory. Right. And I understand when you have a multitude of people involved in situations, things can't go awry. But there were things in the latter part of the Black Earth situation that were unacceptable, and it was an event that we were supposed to do, and the sound guy just left, and we weren't able to perform. I thought about quitting the music business again.
Man, I thought about quitting every other day.
Yeah.
Until I found you, dude.
For 5 minutes, I said, screw it, man. I ain't doing this shit no more. Then I said, well, I just need to get away from everybody.
Right.
And then, after mending my feelings, over time, then that's when you walked up. But I was thinking, subconsciously, here go another guy. Saying, because not saying that I'm some otherworldly talent. I'm just saying.
I felt the here go another guy vibe.
You felt that?
He was like, yeah, all right, for real. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, mother effer. Yeah,
he
I
was thinking that.
But I'm good with reading eyes, and he was hitting me. He was doing just like this. All right, man, get the fuck out of here. This nigga ain't
heard that a lot over since I got back into music in 2010. Right. I had been hearing that, and I never got callbacks. And it's not like I reached out to them. It's like people, and I was appreciative even just coming up, but you don't have to tell me that you're going to do something. And I know things come up, but nothing never materializes except with you.
Well, look, brother, I appreciate it, but what you have to understand is a track is just a track. Man, I've been doing tracks for 20 plus years. I've actually done quite a few in the recording industry with Bad Boys, as you saw.
No question.
Shout out to my partners from MBB, Eugene Alexander, and Ron Ward. We used to have a production company, but it's not the track. As I always told you as we were developing the project, it's the song. And the song is comprised of the lyrics and the music. And of course, you know, I always tell you, it's the hook. It's not about how great the track is. It's not about how many hooks or not hooks, but how many riffs the singer can sing. It's about putting them together and making a great song and a great hook.
Right.
You know, because that's the catchy part of the song.
Right.
That's it for all the secrets we're gonna give. But you know, that's where you came into play. And not only that, you're a hell of a damn writer. You wrote everything on that album. I mean, literally everything. So, you know, that speaks for itself. Yeah, man. So you're a beast.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, but before I forget, I also want to give a big shout out to Jay Smalls.
Yeah, another great trumpeter.
Yes, trumpet player. He is on the first track. Now I got the right track this time, right?
The first one.
Real R&B Returns. Now tell me a little bit about that, because when that album first opens up and I hear that, man, it just sets the tone, and I'm just like, shit, who the hell is that on the damn trumpet?
Yeah.
Then and then you have I think it's Wills, known as Terry Williams, live on the drums, killing it.
Killing it.
Yeah, we'll be right back after these commercial broadcasts. Okay, so pretty much we left off, we were talking about Mr. Williams, the drummer on Real R&B Returns, who did a phenomenal job, man. He crushed those drums, man, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And so you had another artist, I believe. I don't want to say numbers because I always screw the numbers up. But the last track, live from Vegas.
Guitars.
Yes. What is the name of that track? What's the name of that
Your
track?
Love. Your
Love. Dion Clean Cut Clock. And how you said that's a tongue twister.
Oh, yeah.
But he also twisted that track with the guitar.
With them pretty chords, man.
And then you also had Mr. Ronald Ward also doing solo.
His chords were lovely, for lack of a better term. Yeah, that's the part of the song that I really, really enjoy. I enjoy the entire song and the project, of course. But
absolutely,
that when he does his solo, it just adds another dimension to it.
Yeah. So, question I want to ask: it's not too many falsetto guys floating around. You know, you almost, and I could be wrong. Correct me. You remind me of, is it Philip Bailey from Earth, Wind & Fire?
With Reigns.
The super high, the guy that's singing Reasons, is that?
Yeah, I can hit some of his notes, not all.
Dude, you up there, man. I don't know if you're listening to this album, but you are up there.
Philip Bailey and Eric Benet are sensational in terms of their falsetto range. And I don't know if you remember the brother name. His name was Raheem. I don't know not Raheem Devon. I'm speaking of the guy who played guitar and lead sang for GQ. He was tremendous. He's one of my inspirations also. If you listen to, you know, they did a couple Billy Stewart covers, and with the I Do Love You and Sitting in the Park, and his falsetto.
Sick.
Oh man.
But dude,
awesome.
With all due respect, you need to give respect to yourself.
Hey, I learned from the best, man.
Your intonation, your pitch. I mean, dude, just like even just recording you. Like I've worked with like quite a few artists. Like I was telling you, I'm not gonna name their names.
Right. I understand.
I actually watched them. We'd have to do tape by tape by tape, and you just blew through that shit like it wasn't nothing. On quite a few pieces, and I'm just sitting there like, damn. You know, now granted, it's your song, and you know what you want to do with it, but still intonation and grabbing the pitch and understanding where the pitch of the music is, and you bringing yourself into that pitch and acclimating yourself to that while singing, that's quite of a serious feat, you know. So
hey, I appreciate it.
So, dude, my thing is, man, don't short yourself, brother. You're a bad brother.
All right, man.
But I will say this in the words of my cousin Vern. He said, "I want to see that motherfucker sing that shit live, cause I know he gonna get hoarse after singing the first song.
Hey, it's possible,
cause he sings so high." And I said, "Well, you know, we gonna find out."
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I don't sing. So.
Yeah, I've gone hoarse after maybe an hour and 15, you know, gig, and we used to do the quasi go-go thing, because we weren't a total go-go band. We'd give you overtones just because that's where we come from. But yeah, that would happen to me at times.
All right.
That's why it's live.
Okay. So, one of the other questions I wanted to ask you.
I'm not just falsetto either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can tell because you sing, and then you, hello.
Yeah.
My name is Lovell. Isn't that
You
how
sound like my man from Winklewagon.
Yeah, he was like,
Slim was wild.
yeah. Dude, did he say you sounded like dude from Cole in the Gang, Joanna?
Everybody has their own perspective and perceptions, but
Yeah.
that sounds nothing like
that was wild.
to me.
That was wild. But, hey,
everybody entitled.
But very, but actually, the Cool in the Gang was very successful.
Yes.
So that was a compliment.
Yeah.
You know, so. But one question I did want to ask you. I see that your main single in rotation right now is "Baby High," and I've noticed you have over 167,000 Facebook views and 57,000 YouTube views, and you're a brand new artist, and this just literally came out the single came out like 2 months ago.
Right.
I mean, come on, man. That got to make you feel... I mean, I know you're a humble guy, but goddamn, you got to rip off the Superman chest a little bit, man.
Only new to the world, I guess, but, I've been in music since '86. Right. I was a young pup, playing with your brother.
Mick. Yeah, shout out to Mick, a.k.a.
Fabulous drummer back in the day. I don't know how he play now. Does he still play?
I'm just gonna say I'm sure he could pick the drums up and do his thing if he needed to.
But it's it's very humbling though. But like I said before, when I got back into music thing, all I needed was help. Everybody needs help. All this self-made shit people be talking about, it's not actual. It's not right and exact. Everybody needs help. Everybody needs assistance.
Absolutely.
So, all this self-made people.
I needed help.
Yeah, exactly. So y'all are really a great assistant to, what I've always wanted to do. So, morphing from the Black Earth movement and doing my first solo thing has been thus far spectacular.
Right. But you're single. Baby High is doing phenomenal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay. I just gotta, no, you're not veering off course. That's why we got the iPad.
Yeah.
It tells me, but that single is doing phenomenal, man. I mean, like, dude, it seems to the local eye in the United States quite all as well as in Wales, but
goes back to what you asked earlier.
If you
the
only
thing.
knew the inboxes, the DJs, I mean, my God, and it's just one of those things, man. You just wish your family, and I can't speak for you, but family and friends on my side, a lot of them have jumped on it. They always support 100, but it's just like, it's thousands of them in freaking Britain, and I mean, when you go to your page and they got all that shit in Spanish and Thai, you gotta hit the translate button, and they just, I mean, it's amazing, man, just to see where you are after 2 months of putting the album out, so. And then I also heard your next single is entitled "Groove with You." Can you talk a little bit about that? What inspired you on that, and what is that?
Shout out again to Ron Ward. It's a two-stepper's dream,
Now hold on, I'm sorry, Ron Ward. Now, did Ron Ward actually produce this track?
Yes, indeed.
That's a bad brother, man. Bad brother.
Multi-talented.
Yeah, that's like my favorite track on the CD.
It's not my favorite, but I love
it. This is my favorite.
Track 4 is my favorite.
Helter Skelter.
Oh, I love that, but Cosmic Soul rap.
Cosmic Soul, yeah, I heard some dummy produced that. But,
some idiot, right?
Yeah, some idiot. But I'm telling you, that groove.
Oh, Groove with You.
Whew.
Yeah, I mean, it's a track for all, the young and the old.
Absolutely.
It's like I say, it's a two-stepper's dream. That's what I am. I'm a two-stepper because I'm not, a great dancer. I can two-step. Anybody can two-step, I think. But it's definitely something that's going to pop up.
I'm getting low, and you got to excuse me. We're going to keep this thing as real as we possibly can, because this is just we live in the den, doghouse, wing 6 or 7.
Right.
Excuse me. Doing our thing, wing 6 or 7. So we got to keep things official here. But one other major issue I wanted to address on this project cream. Baby high. You have had, now we're going to open up a can of worms with this, and I want to open up a can of worms. I've just watched the timelines. You have had a lot of, maybe using the word haters is a bad word, but you've also had a lot of lovers. But I noticed 70% of the haters are female. And the men, even if I pull up the statistics, show the statistics of who likes the album real quick so they can see it real quick. Just show the trending report real quick over there. All right, you see that, right? And you see males dominate the trending report. What is with that, man? Because I actually had a friend who told me, called me with his wife on the phone, and she said, and I quote, "For all that, I could have been in the video, man. She bigger than 5 horses that ate New Year's Eve dinner 7 times over." So, I mean, what's going on with that, man? I just want to.
She's a obviously very voluptuous, attractive female. I
stamped that.
The constructive criticism that I have gotten,
and she's black.
Yeah, she's yeah, she is. She's just very light.
Yeah, because that was some of the constructive criticism as well.
They were saying maybe she was a little bit too scantily clad for the concept.
But it's baby high.
Yeah,
you saying baby high? I know when I see it, baby high is what I'm saying. And I'm married, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's you know, that's what I had gotten maybe via inbox or just pulled to the side, or and it was a plethora of females.
Yes, me too. I got
and it's not
ambush.
Look, all the females who have supported myself for all these years, even way back at Friendly High School. I love y'all,
brother. I would like to say on a disclaimer, there were 30% females who did respond that they really liked it and they really loved it, but it was a lot of big voluptuously individuals who were not happy with it.
To be fair,
yes,
most of the females who didn't approve of the visuals, so to speak, on it, were very attractive. So I took their criticism a little bit more, although I accept any form, even if it's considered destructive criticism, right. But their criticism, the ones that I received, were attractive.
Well, I can't speak for you.
That's why I had to add that.
The ones I received,
so
they are known to be chasing after their man because they don't know where their man is, and they have little self-conscious issues. So, I just, man, some of this stuff, man, we just need to be real with it, man, because they need to hear it, Now, I'm not saying no names. I could say names, but I'm not going to say names. Absolutely not, because they know who they are.
Okay.
But, shame on you, man. This wasn't about you. It was about a good, commercially viable product. So, with that said, I'm going to get off of that. I hope you guys are enjoying the laughs because I'm getting tons of text messages right now about I'm wrong. Sorry, Jonna. Didn't even put you out there like that. She texted me. I'm sorry.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. Anyways, so with that said, I heard, like we were talking earlier, Groove With You is that your next single?
Yeah. Video shoot coming up real soon also.
Yeah, really?
Real feel good joint, yeah.
I hope I'm invited to the shoot.
Oh man, you the man.
Now what about these people? Because from what I understand, the concept is to be, you probably gonna
feel good cookout vibe. All of you are invited.
Yeah.
All of you. So if you're not doing anything, it will be an announcement via social media, and we'll definitely put it out there. And I hope all of you are able to attend. There's going to be plenty of food and drink available, alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
Cool.
For your pleasure.
Cool.
And your time.
That's awesome. Okay, so I want to shift gears just a little bit. I want to talk to you about the actual project. What's your favorite song?
Cosmic Soul Rap.
Cosmic Soul Rap. You said that earlier too.
Yeah.
That's your favorite song. Why?
It was that song and Helter Skelter were the bookends, or the cream cherry on top of the project, the album. the album was, to me, was already solid.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't necessarily missing anything,
Mm-hmm.
but because we were coming up on the end of the project, when you presented those tracks to me,
Mm-hmm.
like Baby High, I think I wrote that in 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I think
Hit.
I wrote
Hit.
Cosmic Soul, because I remember I was in Cracker Barrel when I
remember you sent me that message
when you
heard it
when
again,
you
when I threw
when you
the
got
thing.
your little, you had a new toy.
Yes, those were the mixers that Wills
man.
suggested.
Thank you, Wills.
The MC. Damn.
Wills, thank you.
You know, every time he does that, he makes me feel nothing was good until that song.
That was just the, like I said,
that was the catalyst.
It's like you make a great pound cake, and then when you put that, it's like a mix and master. Like you got that, you know.
But you gotta understand,
Mm-hmm.
you came in here, Joe. I don't know what happened to you, but
something.
Man, I need more tracks like this. And we was in, I think we was in track 7. I was like, man, what about the other 6 tracks before? I felt about this small.
No, man.
But nah, you know I'm messing with him, man. Good brother, man.
Yeah.
But oh man, everything worked out.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's my favorite one though. Cosmic Soul Ride is just it sounded, when I first heard it, I told you in there.
Mm-hmm.
I said it sounded cosmic. It sounded like something space age.
That joint is a beast.
And you know, yeah, and all of it just came to me.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I actually really like everything that I've seen so far, man. And so, what's your website? We never said that. Where can we find this? Where can Lovell's album be purchased?
Yeah. Available everywhere.
Okay.
Digital and hard copies at cdbaby.com.
All right. And if you look, I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut him off, but if you look at the bottom of the screen, it should be scrolling down there somewhere. www.lavelrealrnb.com.
That's realrnb.com.
And you can click there, and you can, if you got iTunes, if you got Google Play, or if you one of those wonderful people that tell me they're old-fashioned and they want the compact disc, click on CD Baby, and it will be delivered to you within 3 days after you purchase it.
Oh yeah, and
So,
it was lastly. This is the last part of the interview?
no, but it can still be lastly.
I'm sorry.
So.
But there were two or three individuals who were, I don't know why they were omitted from the thank yous, but they were, for whatever reason. And I like to send this visual shout out to, number one, Sean Chambers, Chi-Town's finest, always have supported me. For whatever reason, baby, it wasn't on the credits, but you know I got love for you. Also, my main man, Big L, greatest barber in the world, been taking care of me, you know, for a minute. About to go back to the home state of Georgia. Peace and love to you, man. And it was one other person I can't remember, but like I said in the credits, man, charge it to my head and not my heart.
All right, all right. Well, that about wraps it up for this interview for Mr. Lovell Brooks, Real R&B Returns. Again, this has been a Doghouse Multimedia Music Group presentation. And if any of you guys out there need any type of production done, wedding, music stuff,
everything,
any of that stuff,
one-stop shop.
Multimedia, you can take a look for yourself on www.doghousemultimedia.com. doghousemultimedia.com. That should also be on the screen below. But Mr. Lovell, it's been a pleasure.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate
It's really been a pleasure drinking this. What we drinking over there? Hennessy, man. It's been a
pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, you know, there was one shout out you forgot to give.
Go ahead.
Miss Joy.
Oh man.
The manager, the man, been behind. Look, let me tell you something about Miss Joy.
Well, she was never forgotten. But yeah,
absolutely,
go ahead. That's the gangster goddess.
It's a pleasure to, you know, say, okay, we need this or we need that,
it's
and it's done, and it is no.
Long as there's no imbalance.
You know what I'm saying, Joe, and because
all that shit. Yeah.
Don't nobody got time for that shit. Just be up front.
Right.
Let's do it. If it can't be done, it can't be done. But it's just, I'm feeling this vibe. I'm enjoying it, man. This has been a hell of a ride to have a wonderful product, a wonderful project, a wonderful experience. Yeah. You know, and I have not, even with some of the success I've had with my partners, I have never had just feeling good totally around, not worrying about no,
the fiscal issues.
Yes, man.
Yeah, because that's what. Oh, nah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that pretty much wraps up today's episode. I want to thank Lavel Brooks for joining us at Doghouse Multimedia Music Group.
Oh yeah.
Wing 6 or 7.
Take your choice.
Yeah, take your choice, man. But we just wanted to tell you guys, man, this is not easy. No. What's being done on an independent level. It requires all of your help, and we thank you. Whether you click the like button, whether you purchase a CD or a track, you really help, because that determines what our next move is. Unlike the bigger corporations where they can just do whatever until you come on board, we are self-funded. So if things don't go well, then that's it. That's a wrap. But so far, things are just doing wonderful. We ask you, please continue to support. Yes. Thank you. Share. You guys don't know how important it is. Just hitting that share button, letting the next man know Vail is out here. Because we are competing with big industry, radio, who is tied to the corporate media and the corporate moguls that run everything. So they do not want anything jumping up in where they
that's not on their watch, right?
Absolutely. But we just want to thank you guys. And then for all of you that are doing it, you need to understand, just because you made a song, just because you went and recorded something, that's not good enough. As I've told Vail time and time again, that's the easy part. Making the music, doing the things you know how to do, that's the easy part. The marketing is the hardest part. The part you don't know how. And it requires finances. If you do not have it, I don't want to tell you to stop, but find someone who has it to help you. Yeah. If you do not have it, you're going to be dead in the water.
Oh yeah, no question.
And I'm just being real. But once again, I want to thank all of you for joining us.
Yes.
The first of many interviews to come, and I want to thank you, Mr. Lavelle.
Oh yeah.
Hey, brother,
thank you,
you're
man.
a blessing to this company.
Likewise.
Blessing to me, your family, man. Wonderful vibes, man.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot coming in store for us.
Oh yeah.
And that about wraps it up for today's broadcast.
This one's for the steppers, yeah.